Welcome to Talk Point. In a significant move, President Donald Trump has declared a national emergency invoking executive powers to address various pressing issues facing the nation. This declaration grants the President Board authority to take swift actions in areas such as energy policy, immigration, and law enforcement. On January 20, 2025, President Trump signed an executive order declaring a national energy emergency. The order cites an increasingly unreliable grid and emphasizes the need for swift and decision action. The declaration allows for expedited deployment of energy infrastructure, including a 100-mile underground transmission line between Washington and Oregon. While some states like Pennsylvania and New York have initiated their own renewable energy projects, the federal government has taken steps to promote domestic energy resources, including natural gas and nuclear power. On January 20, 2025, President Trump declared illegal immigration a national emergency. The declaration enabled the Pentagon to support border wall construction, detention facilities, and migrant transportation. The administration also reinstated the Remain in Mexico policy, requiring non-Mexican migrants to wait in Mexico while their U.S. cases are posted. Civil rights groups have challenged the move, arguing it infringed on constitutional rights. On August 11, 2025, President Trump announced the deployment of 800 National Guard troops to Washington, D.C. and placed the city's police department under federal control for up to 30 days, citing special conditions of an emergency nature. The move bypassed local leadership and drew criticism from D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, who noted that the violent crime had declined to its lowest level in over 3 decades. The federal intervention has raised concerns about the balance of power between federal and local authorities. The national emergency declarations have sparked significant debates and legal challenges. Critics argue that many of these emergencies are fabricated or exaggerated to justify unilateral actions. For instance, the deployment of the National Guard to Los Angeles are contested by local officials who stated that the situation was under control. Additionally, some legal experts contended that these declarations could set a concerning precedent for executive overreach. Conversely, supporters of Trump's actions believe that these measures are necessary to address pressing issues swiftly, especially when they perceive inaction from Congress. They argue that the use of emergency powers is within the president's constitutional rights and is a response to genuine threats facing the nation. In summary, President Donald Trump's frequent use of emergency declarations reflects a strategic approach to governance aiming to address various challenges through executive authority. However, this approach continues to be a point of contention, raising questions about the balance of power and the potential implications for democratic institutions. Thanks for watching Talk Point. If you found this update informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for the latest coverage of events shaping the Middle East and global news.